Each time Brunellose, one of Goering's art buyers, Hermann Bunges, a corrupt Kunstschutz official, and Colonel Kurt von Baer, commandant of the Jeu de Paume and the local leader of the ERR, appeared at the museum, a flurry of activity quickly followed. They began by displaying the most recent arrivals, paintings, furniture, and tapestries that had been seized from Jewish collectors. Chilled champagne and hand-rolled cigars were at the ready. A period of calm followed. Everyone waited. The sound of car tires crushing gravel, the squeal of brakes, car doors opening and closing, and the echo of heavy boots confirmed Goering's arrival. While his Luftwaffe was flying nightly bombing missions over London, trying to knock Britain out of the war, Goering decided to add to his art collection. The scene was repeated with slight variation on each of his subsequent 19 visits. Rorimer shook his head in disbelief. 20 visits by the master thief, and Roosevelt had been there to witness each one of them. Goering would slowly approach each work of art with the arrogance of an emperor, sometimes jingling loose emeralds in his pocket as normal people do coins, speaking in hushed tones to his group. Occasionally, a painting or piece of furniture was so famous, such as Vermeer's masterpiece, The Astronomer, assigned the ERR inventory code R1, the first object stolen from the Rothschild collection, that Goering had no choice but to reserve it for Hitler and the Fuhrer Museum. The next best he took for himself. Once he made his choices, the items were crated, packed on trucks, and driven to his personal train to accompany him back to the fatherland. A final spasm of looting occurred in August 1944 during the final days of Nazi occupation, with the loading of 148 cases of stolen art onto 5 railway boxcars. Each day, the departure of the art train was postponed because of delays in loading 46 other boxcars filled with furniture and personal belongings stolen from the homes of Paris Jews as part of a separate looting project known as M. Action. As the Allies approached Paris, Valence secretly met with Jojard. With the train number, destination of the art crates, and their contents all in hand, she pleaded with Jojard for French resistance fighters to sabotage the train engines or simply reroute it. The resistance did their job well. Train number 40044 and its contents remained trapped in Paris. The 5 boxcars containing the 148 crates of art were unloaded and taken to the Louvre and the Jeu de Paume museums, but the contents of the other 46 boxcars, eventually offloaded and stored at the warehouse for enemy property, went largely ignored. Now Rorimer and Valence had come to inspect it. After a brief introduction, the manager invited them inside the warehouse. Within the cavernous space, wooden crates, one stacked upon another, towered 40 feet into the air as far as they could see. Uncrated chairs and tables rested on top, taken in such haste that the thieves hadn't had time to pack them. As they walked through the warehouse, they saw pianos, radiators, mirrors, pots, pans, children's toys, even ladies' nightgowns, all that remained of Paris's once vibrant Jewish community. Rorimer felt gut-punched. The Nazi theft of priceless works of art had involved stealing from the rich for the most part. This discovery evidenced quite the opposite: petty thievery of personal belongings on an industrial scale, priceless in their intrinsic value, looted from thousands of France's most vulnerable citizens. But the sick feeling in the pit of his stomach went deeper than just his role as a monuments officer. Decades earlier, his father had changed the spelling of the family name from Rorheimer because of his concerns about anti-Semitism in American life. Like the people whose possessions were stacked in rows before him, Jim Rorimer was also a Jew. The warehouse was a likely place to find at least a few of the works of art stolen from